live.
Oh, yeah. All right, hey, Shalom.
Oh, did it pop up for you?
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. It was tripping earlier.
All right, there we go. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first off, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone, and teach and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the elect. All right, I'm the brother Benaiah. I got the beloved brother Osmond Watt with me, great millstone, Dallas. All right, we just doing an in transit, man. As you can see from the title, true sacrifice isn't comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And the times that we're coming into, the Lord is going to require, okay, more of us, man. More of us. He's going to require of us to give up more of this, of this life on this side, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a true sacrifice, like the scriptures say, that we should make our bodies a living sacrifice, man. That's a part of being in this thing, man. You see, but also you have to give up, you have to give up what this life on this side, man. Truly, what life is on this side, man. Having a, really being into your family, because that's what they, you had that saying in the word that, man, he all about his family. Well, we can't be that if you're in this truth, man. Paul said it himself, roughly paraphrasing, if you have wives, be as though you have none. You know what I'm saying? And it's likewise with our, with our children as well, man. We got, we can't be all about them right now because we have a job to do, man. We got to sacrifice, and that's a part of the sacrifice that you have to partake in this walk, man. You know what I'm saying? But can you get that, bro, right quick?
Luke 9. Well, I had a quick one, Luke 14.
Go ahead, bro.
That's Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. All right. When you go into that word hate, it doesn't mean that you walking around with a grudge for no reason, against your family. You just hate them. You want to, smash their face. And that word hate goes to love less. Right. So you have to love these people less, even including yourself. You have to love these things of the world less than Yahweh. Then Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. Our loyalty has to surpass, everything and everyone else, when it comes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. So, yep. You want to get that?
Oh yeah, you can get that, Luke. But that's just the spirit that's just the spirit, man. Because multiple brothers, man, we had that class Saturday. The elder went into that sacrificed. You had other brothers, today making that video about sacrifice. The spirit is pushing that more and more upon us, man, because the times that we coming into. You know what I'm saying? Because we're really going to have to give up everything, man. Truly, we have to give up everything. And if you have to come to it, like the brother said, that relationship that we have with our parents, with our children, the brother Micah, the brother Micah Allah out there in LA, he did a video earlier, man, going into that, how, you may come in it may come to the point to where even your own child may turn against you for this truth, man. But you got to be willing to give that up, man. You got to be willing to keep going and keep walking in this walk, man. You know what I'm saying? But grab that, bro.
God. Yeah, this is the book of Luke, chapter 9 and 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me.
Because that's what it's about. When you come into this thing, man, can you get that word, brother?
God.
You got to deny yourself, man. You see? And the brother's going to get the definition for that word, man. Because basically it's going to break it down, man.
Yep. This that word deny in the Greek. Strong's G 533. All right. And it says to deny, to affirm that one has no acquaintance or connection with someone. To forget oneself, lose sight of oneself and one's own interests.
Yeah, we got to lose sight of our own interests, man, because now, that's truly denying yourself, man. You put aside what you want to do and focus on what's the will of the Lord, man. You see? Can you get some more to that definition, bro?
Well, that was it on that definition. You want?
All right. You go to the other roots, bro.
All right, now we're gonna go into the root word, Strong's G 720. I'm gonna play it because I ain't even gonna try to say that.
Strong's G 720, Arneamai.
All right, and it says to deny, to deny someone, to deny oneself, to disregard his own interests, or to prove false to himself, act entirely unlike himself.
And that's exactly what your family say when you come into this truth. You ain't acting like yourself, you know, because we denying us. It's not about what we want to do anymore, man. You see, it's about the will of the Lord and what the Lord is requiring of us, man. You see, can you get that in Colossians right quick? Hold that definition, bro.
Okay,
go back.
Still got it.
Okay, come on.
You want that Colossians?
Yeah, Colossians. Yep.
What chapter?
3.
Okay, you went from
the top. Yeah,
it's the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and 1. If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Real quick, can you grab that in the NLT, bro?
God.
I want you to read that Colossians in the NLT, man.
All right. It's the book of Colossians, chapter 3 in the NLT. It says, since you have been raised to new life with Hamashiach, set your sights on the realities of heaven, where Hamashiach sits in the place of honor at the Most High's right hand.
Yep, keep going.
Think about the things of heaven, not the things of the earth.
You see, that's denying yourself. Now you thinking about the things of heaven and not the things of earth, man. Keep going.
For you died to this life, and your real life is hidden with Hamashiach in the Most High.
You see, so we died to this life, man. We no longer trying to build and further ourselves in this place, because that's what this life is about, truly establishing something on this side, you know. If you look at our people, they're trying to establish something. They're trying to establish generational wealth. They're trying to make something for their kids, the kids to have on this side while they die. You know what I'm saying? But we're giving up on that life, man. You know, you got brothers from all aspects of life, man, that's in this truth, man. Professional football players that have turned their back on that to push this word. You know, singers. You know, anything you can think of, man. You got those brothers right here in Great Millstone right now pushing and doing the work, man. You know, they have gave up. They denied themselves, man. Okay, they gave up their own interests, man. Okay, and set their minds, like the scriptures say, on things in the heaven, man. Yeah. You see the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Further in that, you know. Can you get that etymology of that word sacrifice, bro? God. Real quick, bro.
God. And if I could also add just real quick, you'll much rather give yourself as a sacrifice than the Lord make you a sacrifice. Because when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, well, from the very beginning of the Bible, man, we see that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is a power that requires sacrifice. And that's why he says in Isaiah the 34th chapter, for the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra, man. See, all these 2/3 ass niggas and heathens, right? The Edomites, all these other nations, the Lord's going to make them a sacrifice. But see, us, right, we're going to be, you know, the hopeful elect. The elect ultimately, right, they're giving themselves up as a sacrifice, right? And the Lord is sealing us, right, with the instructions and with the instructions needed, right, to know what's going to be, to know pretty much what's going to make him be pleased with that sacrifice, man. Right, so I'm gonna go into this word sacrifice in the etymology. It says the offering of something to a deity. Oh, so like in quotations it says especially a life to a deity as an act of propitiation, homage, that which is offered to a deity in sacrifice.
Go down around here.
All right, it says perform priestly functions or sacrifices.
Go down.
All right.
Go down here, bro. Right
okay.
there.
Originally, especially of Hamashiach's propitiatory offering of himself for the world of Israel. The general sense of act of giving up a desirable thing.
A desirable thing, man. Having a life on this side, having that time, being that family man, you know. Doing that's a desirable thing on this side, but you giving that up, man, to push forward this truth, man. Okay, keep going, bro, on the definition.
Yep, it says act of giving up a desirable thing for a higher object or to a more pressing claim.
A desirable thing, because that's what if something is not, if how can I put it, man? If that sacrifice don't cost you nothing, then it's truly not a sacrifice, man. You see, it's truly not a sacrifice, man. Your sacrifice has to cost you something, man.
It's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it gotta hurt, bro. It gotta be uncomfortable, bro. You know, and we're gonna go into an example of an uncomfortable sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? But keep going, bro. It's some more to that too. Read down and say something about the baseball, bro.
God. It says hit made It says in the baseball sense of hit made by the batter not to get himself to base.
Putting aside his own interests, not to get himself to base. So he totally threw away his interest in what he wanted to do with what.
But to enable another player to advance.
You see?
Man.
And that's what we're doing right now, man. We're putting aside our own interests to push forward this gospel, man. To do what the Lord is requiring of us, man. You see? Okay, you can go back to that if you don't got nothing, bro.
Kind of, if I could also add, that's what the apostles and elders have done for us. When you consider all the years, even before they even had a camera set up at their camps, because they went years without even having cameras and uploading on YouTube. Yep. Even before YouTube was around, they was sacrificing their life pretty much for the advancement of us in these times.
Yep.
They were spending long hours in the library, long hours of camp, right, praying and fasting, right. When America was at a firm, when America was firm, things were thriving, people were happy as hell. Right, but yet the Lord had raised up our leaders, man, to put their lives on a back burner for us in these times. And you see what that sacrifice just in this time has produced, the type of fruit that is produced. So now you got even more men with that same mentality, right, going even harder through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, seeing that Yahweh Shah is on his way, right, and we're making ourselves a living sacrifice, right, for the advancement, for the rest of our people, even the 2/3, man. The 2/3 is going to benefit off of what we're doing right now in these times. And ultimately, everything stems back to Yahweh Shah, because we wouldn't even be able to sacrifice if it wasn't for the sacrifice himself, Yahweh Shah. Right? So everybody wins, at the end of the day.
Right, because like I said, in the baseball sense, man, that's giving up of one's own interest to further the interest, to further the team. It's not about you. You're not selfish. You know what I'm saying? So he did that. He hit that ball in order for his teammate to get to another base and sacrificed himself, man, to further the team, man. For that team, because they can likely score, man. And win the game. But I got something to go into what you said and what in that baseball sense. This is Sirach 24:34. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom.
Man.
You see? Yep. And that's exactly what the brother just read in that example that the brother gave about the apostles and elders, man. You know what I'm saying? How they sacrificed their lives to further this ministry. And now we here, man. But you got something, bro? We can get back to the... all right. You know what I'm saying?
You want that? I'm going to get you that in Luke 21.
Okay.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21.
Because like I said, man, the sacrifice, it has to cost you something, man. Like I said, it's truly not a sacrifice, and the Lord requires that. Just look at the example of Abraham, man. You know what I'm saying? How the Lord told Abraham to sacrifice his only son. When you read that in Genesis chapter 22, he said your only son Isaac. Which if you don't know, Isaac had more than one son. During that time, he had Ishmael. But the Lord, he separated Ishmael from Abraham, and now the promise, like it said in chapter 21, that promise was unto Isaac. You know what I'm saying? He said Isaac will be that one. And now in that chapter 22, he told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac. That's not a comfortable thing, man. But Abraham did it, man. That's why I said, because Abraham had that faith, man. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, matter of fact, real quick, get Genesis 22 and verse 1 and read it in the NLT, bro.
All right. Grab that real quick. Yeah, this is Genesis 22 from the top in the NLT. Woo, look at the title. It says Abraham's faith tested.
Tested, man. And that's what we about to come into. The Lord is about to test us. Gold is tried in the fire, The scriptures constantly tell you that, man. That hour of temptation, all that is a testing period, man. You see? And just like our father Abraham was tested, we're going to be tested, man. The Lord is going to try our faith, man. Keep going, bro. You got it, bro. God,
this is Genesis 22 from the top. Sometime later, this is the NLT version, as you can see. Sometime later, the Most High tested Abraham's faith. Abraham, Yahweh Shema Shah called.
But I just wanted that point how the Most High tested him, man. To make like you, because he's going to test us, man. And he told Abraham to give man. Matter of fact, read that part about Isaac, bro.
Okay. He says, yes, he replied, here am I, or here I am. Take your son, your only son, yes, Isaac, whom you love so much.
Who you love so much. So the Lord wants what you love. He wants you to sacrifice what you love so much. Like you read, bro, you gotta hate your mother, your father, your children.
Yeah.
Because you have to love the Lord more, man. You gotta be willing to, if it comes to that point, you have to sacrifice them for that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta give up having that relationship on this side, man. You know, giving up being that family man because we on a mission, man. You got it, bro.
You know, and just look at the people of this world, right? Like even Kanye, he ain't even admitted my mom was a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
yep.
So like if you know, the God of this world requires a sacrifice, something of somebody that you love, how much more how about Shemal Shah?
Exactly. Yep.
So he says, take your son, your only son, yes, Isaac, whom you love so much.
Whom you love so much, man. And that's the point. The Lord wants what you love, so He want to see if you that thing that you love so much, if you love that more than Him, man. You know, like the apostle said this all the time, man. That what you are not willing to sacrifice will become the sacrifice, man. You see, and that's heavy, bro. You know, and you got to be willing to sacrifice everything, just like Peter told him, man. We have sacrificed. We have sacrificed everything for following you, Lord. What should we get? You know. And that should be your mindset, man. Well, you willing to, because this life is temporary, man. The life to come is gonna be for eternity, man. You know. So you got to be willing to sacrifice this, what this life is, this temporal life on this side for eternity, man. The reward, like the scriptures say, we're gonna be little chastened but greatly rewarded, man.
That's it.
But you can get that. That was you can go back to that Luke, bro.
All right,
matter of fact, grab that
Luke 9.
2 Samuel, bro.
Okay.
And then we can go to that that Luke, bro.
Yeah, this is 2 Samuel chapter 24 and 24. It says,
well, you can start up a couple, bro.
okay, I'm gonna start at verse 22. And Araunah said unto David, let my lord the king take and offer up what seemeth good unto him. Behold, here be oxen for burnt sacrifice, and threshing instruments, and other instruments of the oxen for wood.
See, when you read this chapter, man, it's going into when David basically numbered Israel, man. And the Lord told him, well, you got three choices, you know what I'm saying? Either a plague, you know what I'm saying? He gave him two other choices, man. And after that, after the Lord, because the Lord had to stop that angel from going ham, man. You know, and once he did, he told David, you know what I'm saying, to go and offer up that, to build that and offer up that sacrifice, man. You see, so here is David talking to this man, and the man told him, basically, here, you can have it. You can have it for free. Whatever you need, king. But keep going, bro.
Verse 23, all these things did Araunah as a king give unto the king. And Araunah said unto the king, Yahweh, thy power accept thee. And the king said unto Araunah, nay, but I will surely buy it of thee at a price.
Mm-hmm.
Neither will I offer burnt offerings unto the Lord my power of that which does not cost me nothing.
You see, so it got to cost you, man. The sacrifice that you offer up to the Lord got to cost you. It got to mean something to you, man. Because if you giving something that don't really mean something to you, how is that truly a sacrifice, man? You see? How is that truly a sacrifice unto you if you really don't give a damn about it? You know? Okay, now you can go to that Luke, bro.
I'm going to finish this out. It says, so David bought the threshing floor and the oxen of 50 shekels of silver. That's a good chunk of money, too.
Yep.
So this is Luke 21. And that's why the Lord was so pleased with David. You know, as, like the Lord said, you know, I have found me a man of my own heart. You know, David was sincere and upright and full of integrity, man. You know, he knew, like, bro, the Lord don't like half-ass things, man. Like even our earthly fathers, man. You know, our earthly father, like, let's say for instance, he tells us to go out there and cut the grass, right? He expects you to weed eat that motherfucker, edge it, blow it off. You know, don't just once your father asks you to do something, don't just you go out there and cut the grass and you got bald spots in the yard. You know, well, I cut the grass, Dad. That's what you want.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna go all out for it, man. It's gonna cost you to sweat. You know, be out there for an extra hour or two.
That's right.
But your father's gonna be that much more pleased with what you've done, which is gonna make him do what? Be more favorable unto you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is Luke 21 and verse 1, and he looked up and saw the rich men casting their gifts into the treasury.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites.
You see, so you had the rich man going in and tossing their gifts, and you know they probably was giving hella, you know, big gifts and shit, man. You know, trying to be seen, you know. But here comes this widow, this poor widow. And what did it say, bro?
It says, and he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. And he said, of a truth, I say unto you, that this poor widow have cast in more than they all.
You see? So she cast in more than all those rich men who cast in all those large gifts, man. Not actual, money, but more. Because, matter of fact, read it, bro. Read that, bro.
For all these have of their abundance in unto the offerings of the Most High.
You see, because it truly wasn't a true sacrifice, man. Because they gave a large amount, but they still went home. It wasn't an uncomfortable sacrifice, man, that the Lord requires, man.
That ratio.
Yeah, they went home and they were still comfortable. They still had abundance, It didn't really cost them anything, man. But here this poor lady, she cast in what? Matter of fact, it's gonna say she cast in all she had, man. You see?
But she of her penury have cast in all the living that she had.
You see? So she cast in everything that she had now. That's an uncomfortable sacrifice, man.
Even in the law, if I can add, when you read Leviticus, like around the 5th and 6th chapter, it speaks about, like concerning like burnt offerings, right? You can offer up a lamb or a ram or an oxen, right? But scriptures make a very detailed message. Says, now if you're poor, if one doesn't have enough money, he can offer a turtle dove or a particular bird. See? So the Lord always takes the poor in consideration. And really the Lord is looking at the sacrifice of the poor. Because the Lord is all about quality over quantity.
That's right.
In everything, man.
That's right.
Because the Lord, he owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. He got everything. The earth and the fullness thereof is his. The Lord is looking at, right, the intents, man, exactly. The intents, the quality of that sacrifice, man. You have a priest, he go in there, he got a wicked mindset when he slaughtering the lamb. He just, barely put the blood on the horns of the altar, Well, I did what the ordinance says, tell me to do. Yeah. The Lord gonna smoke that priest in the temple, man. Look at Nadab and Abihu. They offered up the wrong sacrifice. They wasn't even and particularly, hey, this is why we're in the best predicament ever, man. Being Israelites, and not just any old Israelites, but Israelites that have ears to hear and eyes to see, which the Lord has enabled us to be able to even sacrifice to him, man. This is a privilege to bro. 2/3, the Lord's not even fucking with them. He don't even want them to sacrifice, man. Hey, scripture says this. You had something else out? I'm gonna grab this in Proverbs 15. Proverbs 15 and 3. Verse 8, the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. So that's why the Lord, he's not even dealing with these other people, man. He don't want them to sacrifice. It's an abomination. So he's looking for that quality sacrifice, which is only going to come from the elect. And this is the importance of us, gleaning this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Like the brother was going into, denying yourself.
Hey, can we go back to the Colossians and NLT, bro?
God, yep.
And I can make another point too. That's why Yahweh said all they have forsaken, mother, father, house, field, this and that, because all those things in this life mean something, bro. That's stuff that you love, bro. And like you read that precept about how you should hate, hate if he that hateth not his father or his mother, basically not worthy of me. Roughly paraphrasing, man.
God.
These are things that mean something to us, that's costing you something, bro. But you're willing to give that up for the Lord, man. You see, that sacrifice has to cost you, man. But like the brother said, denying yourself, going back unto denying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because we really, matter of fact, read that, bro.
Okay.
Colossians
chapter 3 and verse 3. For you died to this life.
We died to this life, man. We gave up, like when the brother went into that definition of denying, says to give up your own interests, you know what I'm saying, your interests, and then focus on the Lord, man. Giving up your own interests and what you want to do, man. You see? So we died to this life, man.
And your real life is hidden with Hamashiach in the Most High. And when Hamashiach, who is your life,
who is our life, now the Lord is our life now, man.
Yeah.
You see? It's all about what the Lord wants and what the Lord requires of us now. Not about what the fuck we want to do, man. You see?
And when Hamashiach, who is your life, is revealed to the whole world, you will share in all his glory.
You see? So what's sacrificing those things that cost, that mean something on to us on this side, man? It's gonna be worth it, man. Because like Yahweh said, we're gonna get 100-fold. We're gonna get 100-fold. Like the brother Mike Isle in LA did when went into on this video, man. You giving up that one woman. Well, you gonna now the Lord gonna give you hundreds and thousands of women, man. You know? You gonna get greater for sacrificing those things over here, man. I just love her, man. You gonna get more, man. You know?
He told that unto David, bro. He told David, like, bro, like, I would have given you your master's crib and, you know, and more wives, you know, if you would have just been more obedient. He said that. So that's not, you know, for you women, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying that because that's what they know. The Lord, that's a promise. He promised that to David, man.
Yep, your children. You know, the Lord can give you, you have to give up that relationship or that you have with your children on this side, man. You know, the Lord He gonna give you thousands of children, man. You know? So the pros definitely outweigh the cons, man.
Yeah.
You see? But that's all I had, bro.
God.
Hey, so with that, man, Lord willing, this was edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles of great millstone, the teaching rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.